Hey guys, welcome back to the SOAIR Cybersecurity Guide. This is week 3, section 6, and our topic is exploitation with Metasploit. Firstly, we'll be introducing you to Metasploit Framework. We'll be exploring a vulnerability on the target system, e.g., Metasploitable. Then we have our assignment and project. What is Metasploit? The Metasploit framework is one of the most powerful and widely used tools for penetration testing and security assessments. It allows security professionals to identify, exploit, and validate vulnerabilities in systems. Metasploit is also an excellent tool for demonstrating exploitation scenarios, including payload creation, delivery, and post-exploitation techniques. Exploitation Framework is an open source tool that includes a large collection of exploits, payload, auxiliary modules, and post-exploitation tools. What's its purpose? It's used for penetration testing, exploit development, and vulnerability research. What are its core features? To exploit execution, payload creation, vulnerability scanning, post-exploitation control, and automation of attack workflow. What are the key components of the Metasploit? Number 1, for exploits, which pre-builds modules that take advantage of vulnerabilities in software. Examples are exploits for Eternal Blue vulnerability MS17-010. Number 2 is for payloads. These are the key components. Code delivers to the target after a successful exploit. What are the types of payloads? We have the Metasploit, a powerful payload for post-exploitation. We have the shell, which provides direct execution, command execution. We have the bind/reverse shells, which enables remote access to the target system. We have the auxiliary module. These tools for scanning, fusing, and performing tasks other than exploitation. What are the examples? For port scanners and vulnerability scanners. We have 4 for post-exploitation modules. This tool used after a successful exploit to maintain access, escalate privilege, or to gather information. Number 5, we have the encoder, which obfuscates payloads to evade detection by antivirus software. Number 6, we have the NOPS, which is the no operational instructions, which is used to pad payloads, ensuring compatibility during exploitation. What are the advantages of Metasploit Framework? The Metasploit Framework is one of the most widely used tools in cybersecurity for penetration testing, exploit development, and vulnerability research. Here are the key advantages that make Metasploit a vital tool for security professionals. Number 1 is the comprehensive exploit library, which is number 1. Under the comprehensive exploit library, we have the extensive modules. Metasploit provides thousands of exploit auxiliary modules and post-exploitation tools. They are constantly updated to include the latest vulnerabilities and attack techniques. Number 2, we have the wide coverage, which supports a broad range of platforms and services, including the Windows, Linux, Mac operating system, web application, IoT devices, and more. These are under the comprehensive exploit library, which are also the advantage of the Metasploit framework. Number 2, we have the user-friendly interface. Under the user-friendly interface, we have number 1, it has a multiple interface, which is the command line interface, CLI. MSF console for power users. Number 2 again is the GUI Annotate, which is a graphical user interface for visualization and easier usage. Number 3, we have the web UI, what is UI? User interface, which simplify exploitation and reports via a web-based dashboard. Under the user-friendly interface again, we have number 2, the structured command, which is the easy-to-understand commands for searching, configuring, and executing modules. Number 3, we have the open source and free. It's an open source and free. What does it mean if something is open source? It means it's available to the public. Under the open source and free, we have number 1, accessibility. The Metasploit framework is free and open source, making it accessible to both professionals and beginners. Number 2, under the open source and free, is the community support. It has a vibrant community its vibrant community continuously contributes new modules, updates, and enhancements. This is under the open source and free. Number 4, we have the payload customization. Under that, we have the number 1, flexible payload options. It allows users to create and customize payloads such as a reverse shell and bind shell, Metaspoilt session, and stage payloads. Under that, we have the encoders, which obfuscate payloads to evade antivirus, and the IDS. What is the IDS? The intrusion detection system. Number 5, we have the integrated scanning and enumeration. Under this, we have the built-in scanner, which means the auxiliary modules that provide vulnerability scanning, port scanning, and service enumeration without needing external tools. Under that again, we have the integration with other tools, which work seamlessly like Nmap, Nexus, Nikto for comprehensive vulnerability assessment. Then we have come to the end of today's class. For today's assignment, our assignment is to create a report on the exploit used in class. Thank you very much.